Peace and blessings, everyone. Hope everybody's living their best life, which is your blessed life. Doctah Copeland in your ear once again. I'm going to try not to hold your ears up hostage too long. Also, before I get started, I'd like to give my medical disclaimers. Everything you hear today is for edutainment purposes only. Not here to take the advice from your medical professional. I'm not here to treat, diagnose, or cure any type of thing you may be having. So let's move forward. Today, family, I thought I'd get on the social media mess once again and talk about energy. And we're going to talk about basically what is happening by December the 1st, family. What is today? Today is the 28th. And we were having 3 solar flares coming our way, coming to hit the Earth energy fields. That's what gives us the aura lights as well. That be happening. Part of that is coming from the solar flares or the corona mass ejection that could have. Also, we have something called KP index as well. This is the energy that takes and hits the Earth, and when it hits the Earth, it also affects our bioenergetical fields, which I always call our bubble, family. And part of that we'll say interference, or we'll say connection. Let's use that word there. Connection that we have as human beings with the Earth. Of course, as they say, what's as above is so below. These things affect our energy fields. In this case, depends on the level of radiation, or the level of what they call the KP index hits the Earth. Some people could have heart attacks. Some people could have aneurysm. Excuse me. Some people with blood pressure could go up. You could have anxiety all of a sudden. You could have burst of anger, just all of a sudden punch somebody in the face. Oh man, what else could happen? You could have different types of symptoms medically that could seem like, hey, I need to go to the hospital, fam. Or, like I say, fall over and die, have a stroke or anything. Excuse me. A lot of times, back when the hype of 2000, 2001, remember they were saying about the 5G network. Now, I don't take and dispute none of the claims, but the information sound very legit to me. But at the same time, I'm saying let's look at this thing a little bit more deeper, because we also got to think about the things that's outside of the Earth that also affect us as well. There's something that a lot of us don't look at, especially in the health field, because they're not into, a lot of them not into bioenergetic work like that, right? Or we'll say energy medicine. But that's one of my fields that I'm pretty much love to talk about and share with our communities here right today. So what we're looking at here is that we're looking at a KP index, or energy level that could hit the Earth. It would be a solar flare. Would be a what's called coronal mass ejection, which could affect our outer sphere. Now, also, we're looking at the fact that they saying that we overdue for what's called I think it's called a mini nova. Then you got the nova itself. That's where the sun will pulsate a certain energy out, like almost like an explosion of the sun, so to speak. And this energy, they saying that it wiped out other civilizations. Okay. And if we look at any powerful civilization, don't forget America is the most powerful nation in the world, fam. I'm just saying, that's what they're saying. Just like Babylon, just like Rome, just like China, just like Africa, Kemet, just like right here in what they call America. Okay, Amerania, right? So all empires, a lot of them, if not all of them, do your research, have been destroyed due to claustrophobic conditions, due to whether it be rain, which ended up floods, whether it be, like I just said, micronova, you know what I'm saying, or nova itself, or a certain solar flare and an X-ray, they're talking about X10, something like that. In our case, because like I said, we are so dependent on being so smart nowadays. You know, AIs, you know, artificial intelligence. Like I said, we got artificial eyes, butts, noses, tits, brothers, you know, hairlines, mustaches, beards, Lord, I mean, you name it, family. Coochies, probably, you know what I'm saying, penises. What else they got, family? That's artificial, family. I mean, artificial eyebrows, eyelashes. They'll leave anything out, family. Toenails and fingernails, you name it, family. Everybody walking around here in the artificial intelligence. And like I keep saying, if we artificial, how are we going to be able to detect when we're going against man versus machine? It's going to be almost impossible because you are so numb and so programmed and so in tuned into what they call man's world. To where when you're looking at the God's world, or we're looking at the universal world, okay, that's much bigger than this planet, right? And we tapped into that to bring us to higher vibrations of consciousness and awareness of our surroundings, because of what they're saying is this, from my understanding. So you have different cycles. So they're saying you have, I think, 100-year cycle, you have a 400-year cycle, you have a 2,000-year cycle, I think it's a 6,000-year cycle, I think a 10,000-year cycle, and then I think it's a 24,000-year cycle. So we long overdue, fam. We are long overdue, okay? They call also Mondor minimums. We're long overdue for, I think that's one of the 400-year cycles. And we got to understand that the sun is known to pop off. You know, cats be like, yo, let's pop this off. Yo, the sun be popping some stuff off. And they have wiped out plenty of civilizations. Why, from my understanding, that's why they got a lot of underground cities. They got some right here in Virginia, up in the Blue Ridge, underground cities. You know, and definitely out Midwest and other different places. They even say, I don't know if it's a conspiracy at night, a lot of the Walmarts have been closing down. They also may have underground city connections or tunnels that leads to these Walmarts. And these Walmarts that have been closed down are like warehouse centers. I don't know. Do your own research. I'm just saying that underground cities do exist. That's not a conspiracy. You know what I'm saying? Because they've been around for thousands of years, man. It ain't nothing new. We built these underground cities a lot of times because of the fact those are the ones that end up surviving through these different catastrophes. Whether it be flood, like I said, meteorite showers, the sun popping off with a serious flare, snow conditions, you name it, fam. Can't forget about sandstorm, stuff getting burned with sand, mud, slide things getting burned with mud. So the earth been, you know, doing its upheaval for thousands of years, man. It's cycle. And so a lot of y'all, definitely younger generations, all comfortable right now. You know, all dependent upon these satellite ran stuff that they saying that the right one, I think, is an X-Flare 2, 3, 4, 5, some up in there, could knock out, wipe them out. All of them, some of them floating around as junk anyway. Junk iron and stuff just floating around because it ain't even working no more. Thousands of satellites they seen this around the Earth, fam, blocking our original connection with the universe, fam. And they saying this one flare could knock out all that mess, knock out our electrical grid, fam. That could happen while I'm speaking here to y'all right now. Everything just go blank, fam. And we are so dependent. Some people gonna go crazy, shoot people. You name, they're gonna go crazy. No, what? No telephone. What? No TV. No computer. How I'm gonna function? How I'm gonna find my way out of a paper bag, fam? Y'all think I'm tripping, but you know, I ain't calling the names, but let's just say I had a female when I first met her. And I asked to go to the store for me. I said it's 2 blocks up, literally 2 blocks up the street. Go 2 blocks up the street, make a left. You're going to see the store right there. Come back 2 blocks. Just go back. As a matter of fact, go back the same way you came if you need to. And, you know, go to the store for me. Don't you know they use Jeepers to go 2 blocks and back, fam? I'm like, what? What you gonna do if some stuff really go down, fam? You can't find your way out of a paper bag. And normally a paper bag only got one way out, yeah, one way in. I'm just saying, fam. I don't understand, what is going on here. We don't think, we're not using our senses, and we all caught up in letting other things, think for us nowadays. So I just say that we're going into a time to where we have to definitely have our electrical bubble. As I mentioned plenty of times, if you haven't seen my other videos on the electromagnetic bubble, go back and review some of that information. I'll probably do some update stuff here soon. But in the meantime, we have something coming up by December 1st, which is 3 solar flares coming our way, fam. And I'm saying this, we need to be meditating. We may need to be juicing. We may need to be doing some breathing exercises. Whatever we have to do to receive that energy. Okay? Because it will be hitting the earth. Now, if you got your TVs on, if you got your cell phones, about your different computer screens, about 60 inches and all that stuff, then you may not, receive the message or the energy or the blessings from it. And then we have, you kind of, like I said, it's still the sun spot itself that gave it off. It's still facing Earth. So that means another one could pop while I'm speaking to you right now. And so it could be 4 on their way to the planet Earth. You seen the solar flares, what knocked out Mars, fam? A big one, boof! Burned that out, And they saying, what is it? They see faces on Mars, pyramids on Mars. I don't know. I've never been to Mars. But I'm saying they got footage and so forth and so on. The information is out there if you choose to pursue the information further. However, there's also something going on in 2024 where I feel that personally we need to ground ourselves and be ready before April the 8th. The solar eclipse is getting ready to happen. We had one, 2017. Now, I heard that back in 2017 when they had that, they were saying it was an ancient story, which I kind of believe it now after seeing it, after observing for the last 4 or 5, since 2017. They said wherever that eclipse go past or travel within that line, then it's going to be certain type of weather conditions and different things that's going to happen. Doing that within that path. And it looks like pretty true to me. And they saying now this one, though, is coming up from Texas and going up and stuff of that nature. And so I'm just saying, if you're within that regions that this solar eclipse is passing through, then you might have to be watching out for your weather conditions and different changes within their regions until the next one comes. which I think is like so many years. And this is the first one that's so close, I think. Like within what, 5 year span or something like that. So, and I think they happen I can't remember right now, but you can look it up. But it ain't something that happened every 5 years, that's for sure. Okay, this particular type of eclipse, solar eclipse. So, with that said, we got that going on April 8th, which is an energy that's going to be hitting us, and I feel that we need to be all preparing ourselves. I'm definitely going to try to be in one of the areas to where it's going to pass through. It's a certain point they say it's the highest energy level where it's going to be at. And I need to find that out. If y'all know, drop it in the comments. Let a brother know. Also, we got another thing coming up on October the 20th of 2024. If you do not know, it's going to be knocking on your door. This is an energy that's coming from the 4 gas planets. It's going to be lining up, family. In the mathematical configurations, this is going to say could impact the Earth's atmosphere as well. October 20th. Is next year the election year? That's like a couple of weeks, or a week or so before election, ain't it, fam? If so, I don't know. You know, it might be some serious hype going on, fam. So we got to prepare ourselves and be ready for all hype that may be going down. Preparing ourselves, especially for new bugs and stuff that may come and try to bite us. You know, different pandemics. Y'all follow? That we must ground ourselves, prepare ourselves, make sure our immunity is up. We have to watch even now food that we eat. You know, we don't know we eating 3D food. We don't know we eating whatever. I don't know. It's crazy. You know what I was thinking? Have y'all ever been riding down the street, fam? I mean, not down the street, but down the highway. I know here in Virginia, like what we call 81, Shenandoah Valley way. I think we got some type of chicken place where they, you know, processes the chicken and stuff. So have you ever personally been riding along and you see this tractor trailer full of a bunch of chickens, birds, and they all up in that junk cranked up. Some of them trying to fly the best way they can, but you know, flap their wings, but they can't. Some of them are in there dead. You name it, fam. Have you ever seen that? Just think about the adrenaline and stress and the different things that's going into the bloodstream, into the muscles and the tissues of that poor animal. Not only that, that same tissues and antibiotics, let's think about the other stuff that they feed them and inject them with to make them nice and plump when you see them riding by. That's also in their tissues, in their muscles, in their ligaments, and so forth and so on, in their bloodstream. And then all that stuff ends up on your plate, family, is what I'm trying to say. So that's why I ask, have you ever really seen the birds in the cages while in the tractor trailers all crushed up? You see dead ones and everything. They don't think that they don't use every single bristle of their chicken, fam. I wonder, do they use the feathers? Matter of fact, I think they use the feathers for pillows and stuff, if I'm not mistaken, fam. So in other words, they use the whole bird, an animal. It's an animal, period. Whether it be a cow, pig, whatever. They not going to miss out on the bones, whatever. They're going to sell that to probably some supplement company that uses diglycerides or glycerides. That's going to be your meat or pork fats, you know. And not to eat pork, you know. I'm just saying, they got different names for that stuff, man. It's in our food supply. Then talking about mRNA in our food supply. You know, all types of chemicalized stuff that's in our food supply. Water supply, pesticides, insecticides, herbicides, and a lot of stuff can make our mind even commit suicide. It depends on the individual, and how it triggers their mind and spirit and energy. Because each individual is different. Now, I said I wasn't going to hold y'all ears up hostage too long, but I did want to get on here and share with y'all decently first. There's some energy coming. You know, there's been a solar flare that hit at an M9.8. And that energy, it could come, and like I said, we can utilize that energy a lot of it. Some, like I said, may have a heart attack, might have a stroke, might have aneurysm. You might have the blood pressure may go up. What else could happen to you? You could feel fatigue. What else could happen to you? Did I mention strokes? Yeah, you gotta have stroke. It's heart population. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things, shortness of breath. It's a lot of things, different people that when the KP index is at a certain level and their energy hit the earth, it affects everybody a little different. Somebody might just drop over and go on you. Like, oh man, they took the C19. Hold on. Check your space weather first. Make sure no solar flares and stuff popped out before we say and make such allegations that it might have came from possibly the C19 injection. Y'all follow what I'm saying? So that's a new thing. I feel that a lot of us that's holistic practitioners, we also may have to look at, family. As an energy medicine practitioner, I definitely look at these certain things because it could, like I said, affect each individual different. I tell people to make a little diary and stuff of how they feel throughout the day, at least for 7 days, or if you can for 30 days, it'd be beautiful. You know, if we can look at how you progress and degress and what's causing this, how you feel like you ate this, drank that, whatever the case may be, take a diary of it, jot it down. Go to the dollar store, get one of them little calendar things, and time, you know, with the times and stuff on it, and write down your information. I'm signing out. I'm Doctah Copeland, DoctahCopland. Follow me on IG, and definitely right here on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe, press that thumbs up. Also, share my information. Call me in for podcasts and also interviews, and I'm also looking to do them lectures to where I can share information more in depth versus where I won't be so censored, family. You know what I mean? So I only can say but so much and share so much on the social media mess. So until next time, y'all be blessed, and I hope you live your best life, which is going to be your blessed life. You follow and eat healthy, think healthy, and take in love and share. All right, one gone.